next game. I thought they played really hard. I thought they ran the offense well. And on our side, I thought that aside from a couple of guys, I didn't like our look that much. James Siakam was fantastic. I'm going to have to check with the statistician because I think he blocked at least 3 shots. And only got him for 1, but in any event, he was huge for us. But we have a little bit of a pattern of inconsistency going, and it's a little bit concerning with some individuals, and then it affects our team. One game ago we get 25 points from a 2-5 man, and tonight we get 5. And they're not the only ones. There are others. Now, Lipscomb had something to do with it. They crashed down and banged down on those guys, and obviously we did a poor job with the foul line, which is really disappointing because we've got mostly older guys shooting free throws, so those balls should be going in. So that's a disappointment. Defensively, I did not think we were sharp. It's the 3rd game in a row where we've let a perimeter guy just, kind of annihilate us. And so the pride in our perimeter defense is going to have to go up significantly if we're going to hope to be any good. So I'm glad we won. I thought Rod Odom again continued to make big shots for us, which that doesn't surprise me. He's kind of been that guy all along in practice, and I thought Luke Cornett came off the bench, did a nice job. He's been really good in practice. I wanted to give him a look, and I thought he played well. But for he and Shelby, their minutes got consumed because James was playing so well, and I needed James in the game, and I thought James was the best player on the floor. So anyway, again, I give them a lot of credit. They play very hard. They're very well coached. Casey does a great job, but we're happy to win, even though it might not sound like it. But we're happy to win the game and move on.
Congratulations on the win. Your thoughts on Roy Skinner and passing his win total?
Well, Coach Skinner is a guy that's very, very popular and was very popular with his players, was very popular with the people that coached here because he always welcomed everyone. He tried to make it better for whoever was the coach, I think, and he certainly tried to make it better for me. And we all obviously miss him, but he's a legendary guy here for us, and a guy that we take great pride in. So I said the other night after the game, I wish somehow I could continue to win a lot of games and just tie his record and not break it, because he's that guy that you just don't want to break his records. He's too nice a guy. So anyway, but I've been very fortunate. I've had great coaches, great players, great support from our administration. You don't see somebody these days very often make it 15 years someplace. And I've been fortunate that I've had really good support and really good people around me. And so I'm glad it didn't take very long to break the record, because I would hate to be in a situation, because it bugged me. It bugged me today, and I'm glad that it wasn't one of those things where we lost and I had to do it 2 or 3 times, because I was ready for that to be over.
Maybe he doesn't get 18, 13 every night, but what are your expectations for what Siakam can do for this team?
Well, he's got to be a big energy guy for us. He's a hustle, blue collar, loose ball, offensive rebound guy that he's just what we need in that spot. He and Shelby are both. They're both blue collar, tough kids, and but James, James has got some athleticism to get above the rim. He's long, good length, and so he's a guy that he's going to have nights where he can do this. And again, it's nice that I look down at the stat sheet. We've got 4 guys in double figures, and we hit 80 again on a night when honestly we didn't feel that good about our offense. I'll give the guys a little bit of a pass because of the Georgia State game. Prior to Tuesday, we hadn't played a possession of man-to-man offense in practice for a week, and it's the first time in my career that had ever happened, because we were so intent on getting ready for what we knew was going to be 40 minutes of zone on Tuesday night. So now we have Wednesday and Thursday to kind of go back to man-to-man stuff, and so we didn't feel great about our offense tonight, but you look at the numbers and they're okay with the exception of the foul shooting. So, but anyway, James is just one of those glue guys that is going to bring toughness and tenacity to our team, and he did a great job tonight.
I know you're disappointed without being able to get more out of the 5 tonight offensively. What were they doing that just made it hard?
Well, they were crowding it. They were crowding it up on our guys, and lower to the ground and leverage and pushing out and getting us rooted out of our spots. And I just didn't think that Josh made a nice move and short arm the ball right there in front of our basket in the second half, and Damian with the foul shots. We just didn't get the play out of those guys that we need, but we got great play out of them on Tuesday night. Both of them. They both played really well Tuesday night. We didn't get very good play tonight. I didn't think out of Eric McClellan. We got great play out of Eric on Tuesday night. So it's like I told the team, if the season's going to go like this, and it's not going to be very much fun.
Perimeter defense, how much is guys maybe not doing what you wanted to, and how much is just getting adjusted to new rules? And you spoke of having to be tentative and things like that. How much is that a factor in a game like tonight?
I thought tonight we had. I thought we just sort of had a lack of awareness and a lack of intensity at times defensively, and obviously that's my job to make sure that that's in place, and so. It'll be interesting to go back and watch the film. Maybe it's not going to look as bad as I thought it did, but I thought that they were able to get too many open shots and sort of have free reign at the three-point line. One of the big emphasis for us tonight was take away threes, take away three-point attempts, and they got 28 three-point attempts off. And we talked about that for 2 days of practice. So it's disappointing, as I told them after the game, it's disappointing to talk about here's what we got to do, and then we don't come close to it. It's early. These guys want to do the right thing, and they will. They'll do the right thing. We'll get that right. But I just didn't. I didn't think that. The other thing I didn't like was we had some guys that never adjusted their tempo, if you will. There was never a change, never the sense of urgency of, you know what, I'm not doing quite what Coach said. I need to pick it up. And so I was proud of myself. I didn't stand over there and act like an idiot or yell at anybody or anything like that. I just asked them to do what they needed to do, and we didn't get it done tonight. Not the way that I wanted. We got it done with the final score. We weren't playing for the final score. We were playing to get better tonight. I'm not sure that we did.
Last one.
Too early to maybe say what your team's identity is, but 2 back-to-back games where you shot really well behind the arc.
We can shoot.
Yeah, so that's the
difference for our team, and we can drive the ball. Kyle and Eric are exceptional at driving the ball. So we can hurt you that way. We can hurt you from 3. When Josh and Damian are on their game, we can hurt you inside. And if we're going to be a real good team, we're going to have to get all 3 of those areas going at the same time. right, thanks, guys.